Sneaker fam, what's going on? Jake finally back on the YouTube sneaker scene with another real fake review. And yes, the gloves are back, but it's not because my hands broke out again. It's one reason is because I jammed up my finger working on the car. And the second thing is both of these shoes have been worn. So I'm keeping the gloves on. I'm not, cleaning them up or anything. Shout outs to Sneaker Lover 83 who provided me with the fake pair of Jordan 1 Shadows. They came out like 3 years ago. He just recently got these. He wore these like 3 times and he seen the light and was like, man, he ain't with this fake stuff no more, man. He said, I can't take it no more. And he shipped these to me to review. And these are sneakers at purchase. I purchased them, wore them one time, laced them up and wore them one time, maybe less than an hour I had them on, and I wasn't even moving around with them. So actually wore them to church. So yeah, nevertheless, let's get this thing started, man. Of course, always on my videos, the legit pair will be on your right hand side. Always will be on your right hand side. Let's take a look at the font on the label. You see everything here nice and clear. The box, it's not ashy. It has a little stain up here. I don't know, maybe ice cream, I don't know. All right, let's take a look at the lid with the stamp. I have a ton of shoes. Before I even started making my channel, I had a ton of shoes, and I just, never done videos. I had a ton of fakes, like the, Tinker and the Tinker 3s and the free throw line 3s and the cap and gown 11s, all that stuff. This is the fake shoe box. You can see it's all ashy, typical replicated box with, if you look at the font on this one, is just oversized. Everything is pretty much identical, but it's just an oversized. So they basically, I don't know, they scanned it and it's just a bigger font. You can tell from the Jumpman, you can tell from all of that, just looks a bit weird. It's oversized. So we get all this box stuff out of the way. This is all, of course, what these, rep sites, these sites always provide all their stuff. Paper's it's a little thicker on this one. It's a lot lighter and flimsy on the legit pair. All right, let's get, this is the right shoe. And you can tell there's no creasing on this, no marks. I can actually clean the bottom of this shoe and probably pass it for DS, but I won't do that. I like to keep my kicks. So look at this, very, very nice shoe. Go around, well crafted, well made, all is well, looking good. That's right, legit pair. Let's pull out, this is the right shoe. Let's pull out the right shoe on this one. And of course, he wore his a handful of times. The weight on this shoe, I mean, just, someone told me it's like, hey, give proof of, the weight of these shoes. Number one, you can tell by the scale that these shoes are bigger. You can tell by the paneling and everything like that. And I will get into that, but it's just, the weight of these is just, they like to say it's the same material and everything, but it's not. These guys cut corners with these things, man. You guys think Nike, that you guys keep, throwing your fist at the big corporation Nike is doing you dirty, and these guys are doing you dirtier because you paying $150 for a shoe that's almost retail. You better off not getting the shoe or just, paying the extra money and getting it resale, especially at that time, So I don't get the logic on these things sometimes, that sometimes people don't even think about getting the retail pair anymore. They're just like, screw it, I'm just going to straight up go get a fake. and you think you're, you know, doing Nike a disservice or something like that. Nike's gonna get their money regardless. So I don't get the logic with that, but you can tell that the material, you can feel this even with the gloves on. It feels coarse, and the material's a lot really pale on this. The black, especially the black. Spin around on this. Oh, weird, right? I mean, if I seen this shoe alone, I'd be like, oh man, this shoe is kind of right. But when you got this here, and you see these two together, you can tell that there's a material difference. And the paneling, I mean, it has the, you know, the stitch above, the swoosh and everything like that. But look at the color difference. This is a lighter shade of gray. This is a darker shade of gray. See this shade? Look at that shade. The lighting's not helping as much, but it's definitely a different shade. Even the white is brighter on this one than on this one. That's a little crazy. I can't wait to put the black light on this. You can tell the toe box on this one is just a lot larger. Like I say, they actually have the right slant on it and everything, but everything's scaled a bit larger. You can tell a nice, beautiful tumbled leather on this one, and it's a dark gray. This is like a lighter shade of gray. The stitching is also different on here. I don't even know if I should even continue on this video because it's clearly Wings logo, extra large on the Wings logo. It is pointing at the first lace hole. This is the fake pair. Let's take a look at the Wings logo. Speaking of the Wings logo, let's take a look at it. Fake pair, gray laces. We got the TM there. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this Wings logo. Nice. See that R&D Connect? Take a look at this fake one again. This one looks a bit funky here, doesn't it? That looks wild. And where's the J? Jordan? Same here. All right, let's move on from that. Let's take a look at the back. Both shoes have been worn, so it'll be tough to see the hourglass shape on this. But the back of this one is a lot wider still, while this one still has a slight pinch to it. You can tell from there, the material on the back of the ankle collar has a nice sheen to it. You can tell this is some type of synthetic pleather or something up here, even up top. Wow. Take a look at the back of the tongue. Has let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at the print on here. All right, legit pair. Looks a whole lot clearer, and also has like a little bit of material hanging at the bottom here. I get into the production dates and everything here as well. I also look at the stitching here. Turning around, look at the placement of the Nike Air on the tongue. I don't understand how people can call this UA, where this is just a replica. It's a fake shoe. It's a counterfeit shoe. It's replicated, so it's supposed to look somewhat like it. It's a Jordan. It's supposed to be a Jordan shadow, and they tried to do their best to replicate it with whatever they had. But at the end of the day, It's not the same shoe. It's not the same material. It's not authentic. If it was authentic, it would look exactly like this with maybe a flaw. And if it was flawed, then it would be considered a B stock, which is going on with the Carmines right now, what happened with the Band ones, and what happened with the Carmelos, so on and so forth. But no, this is just a replicated shoe. Counterfeit, replicated shoe. I want to get that. I want to kill that UA thing. It's all deception. It's all a plot and ploy just to sell the shoes to the unsuspected person that will pay $300, $350 for a fake shoe. And that's a shame for the sneaker community. And I've been doing these videos for the sole purpose of that, because I've been scammed before, I've been fooled before, and people go around over glorifying and over hyping this nonsense. Is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? And that's my problem with these kicks, that they over glorify these things and thinking that these things are legit. And I'm not gonna stand for it. I'm not with it. We're gonna look at the bottom. Even the bottom of the shoes, even with them worn, you can tell the difference in the materials on them. And you can actually see that the fake shoe is a bit bigger. Like I've been saying, the scale on these shoes, they're both size 12. Exactly, both size 12s. Let's look at the toe box. Take a look at the toe box. Count the holes, count the placements. You can see the color difference there as well. Look at the stitch lines. Look at the stitch lines here. Look at the stitch lines here. Look real good. Look at the placement. Inside the shoe, he's wore these things big time. And it's already peeling. The Nike Air is already disappearing. And it also has that sticker in there that usually goes in on the fake kicks or UK shoes. See mine? Nice and clean. Also has the shoe tree in it. 12, 12 and a half. Looks like this one does not have the shoe tree. Let's see if I can pull the insole out if it's not glued in. If not, I see I'm 10 minutes into this video. I can't pull the sole out. I think it's glued in. Let's see how this one is. I can't get these things out. Yeah, these baby boys are in. Woo. Y'all give me a minute. I can't get them out. I'm not gonna do this for this video, but this is how much I got out on this fake pair. You had that long strip of tape. I'm gonna read the production dates for you guys. Maybe they got them right, since it's, you know, it's been 3 years, right? By the way, I know that they're fakes. I mean, I was actually in contact with Sneaker Lover when he was purchasing these, and when he was in contact with one of the sites, and they say they couldn't find them, and I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? It's like, I showed him proof that there's, like, you know, there's a site that hit me up and it's like, hey, which one do you think is better? Because, you know, they valued my opinion of which shoe was better. They showed me 3 different versions of the shoe, and this was actually the best version of the shoe. So I said, you know, go back to your little plug, your China plug, and tell him, he's like, hey, these shoes are available. Neither here nor there. I'm just letting you guys know what's going on out there, that they're not, you know, this whole myth thing, like, oh, they're, you know, they're outsourced. Nike outsourced them, and these guys got the blueprint and this and that. You know, these guys use the same old molds over and over, from the Jordan 4, Jordan 3, same old molds. Sometimes they might make a few adjustments, but nah, man, it's all foo-foo around this thing, man. All fugazi. All right, we're gonna read the production dates, and I'm gonna move on to the next shoe and make this video end. All right, Yeah, I'm just tired of the YouTubers out here just over glorifying these fake shoes, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is the real shoe, and the production date is 11/15/17 to 12/26/17. There goes the production date. And the production date on this one, which is in the same spot. Somewhat, I can't get it out completely. 10/17/17, 11/29/17. This label doesn't even look right. This is terrible. Can't wait to blacklight these. And to do a quick turnaround, these are the laces wrapped up. Let's take a look at the color of the laces on this one. Look at that difference in color. I feel like ending this video. Sorry about the rattle on the table. Here we go. Take a look. These things feel like boots, I'm sure, man. These things are huge. They are huge. Look at that. All right. Let's read the production dates, and I'm going to blacklight them, and I'm going to end this video. The fake shoe is 10/17/17, 11/29/17. It is the same. Sometimes the production dates can be different because both shoes aren't made at the same time. 11/10/17 to 12/26/17. So they are exactly the same. Both pairs. Fake pair has the same production date together, and the legit pair has the same production dates. They're not different. If you guys don't understand, they're different. They have different production dates, but each pair are the same. They're identical. All right, so let's get to the black light. And forgive me if I'm a little rusty with these real fakes. I haven't done these in a while. Okay, we're gonna go with the foo-foo first, right? Go around on these bad boys. Let's see what's different on these. All right. So, not much. Just see the tassels are glowing, and there's the stitching around the midsole is glowing. Not a lot of residue. They're glowing in the back. Back of the tongue is glowing, and the insole glows. Little residue here, so we'll move that over. Let's take a look at the legit shoe, and same thing. The laces, the stitching on the midsole is glowing. We have inside's glowing, back is glowing. There's a bit of residue here. Nothing at the bottom. Right shoe, legit. Actually, nothing special. All right. So I guess with both shoes, nothing special with the black light. I got to do something with this table. I probably have to buy another table. Midsole is glowing pretty good. And it has a watermark. You see that? Fake shoe actually has a watermark there. All right. So I'm going to go back and look at my retail pair and see if I can find a watermark. Usually watermarks are good, but there's nothing here that I can see. There's nothing here. Nothing in the back. A little excess glue here. You can see it spilled there. And that's about it. That's about it. It's the Shadow 1s from 2017. What do you guys think? To be honest with you, I mean, the shoe wasn't that bad. The rep, not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still the typical fake Jordan 1. You've seen one, you've seen them all. It's the same old thing with scale differences, paneling differences, color shades off, all that foolishness. It's the same thing with these bad boys. Like I say, shout out to Sneaker Lover 83 for providing the fake kicks. I'll definitely be putting the link to his channel. Also, I'll be putting the link to his video about actually talking about how UA unauthorized authentics or whatever do not exist. There's no such thing. If there was a such thing, they never made it to these sites, these fake shoe sites, man. They never made it to that. They went someplace else. Never to those fake shoe sites. And the thing is that the so-called UAs, I mean, they sucked back then. I mean, they're getting better now. They're good now. They weren't never good back then. The people that called those fake shoes UAs. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted, people, man. Don't fall for the foolishness, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. 22 minutes in this thing. Way past my time, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm out.